this is Jane with Green Side Up. Today we're going to be talking about the ficus trees. I have a Fiddle Leaf Fig ficus behind me. If you have any ideas for videos or if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. When people think about ficus, they often think about the Fiddle Leaf Fig. But I do want you to know there are a whole lot of different ficus trees in this family. And we are going to touch on just a few of those other ones later on in the video. Fiddle Leaf Fig. It gets its name from, well, I guess the shape of the leaf, which is like the musical instrument lyre, L-Y-R-E, or fiddle. And although it does not make music, it does resemble that in shape. Fiddle leaf figs obviously can get, well, big. They can get up to 10 feet tall. They come out of Western Africa, so they are a tropical plant. They like a warm, humid environment because, of course, they come out of the tropics. So in your home, you're going to want to put them in a place where they're going to be able to get enough humidity. There's ways that you can do that, that's just kind of an aside, but you can do a humidifier. You can do, for instance, a bowl that has maybe some rocks or something in it and some water, just so there's water coming up, humidity coming up. This is a plant that can go outside for a little while in the summer, but you don't want to put any of these kind of plants in full sun, and you do want to make sure that all of your houseplants come in when it starts to get cool. Generally, when temperatures reach, say 55 at night, all those houseplants need to come in. In your house, a Fiddle Leaf Fig can handle bright light. Don't put it in a northern window because there's not enough light there. They do like to have their soil moist, but again, not sitting in water. So you're going to want to make sure that you water them thoroughly and then let the soil dry down. Again, you can put your finger into the soil, and if it's dry about maybe a couple inches down, it's time to water it. You never want this plant or most any other kind of plant sitting in water. Always make sure that you drain them, that the plant drains, and that you would empty out any container that would be underneath it. You don't want them sitting in water. This Fiddle Leaf Fig probably got too dry at some point in time. You'll see there's some browning in here. That can happen if the soil gets too dry. So you can just kind of trim that up. You don't want to go into the real green part of the leaf. You're going to go kind of right on the edge. You can clean them up that way. This particular leaf looks like it's an older leaf. It's got some other issues going on, and it looks like it's a leaf that eventually will just be probably taken off because it's getting yellow, and the plant's not going to need it anymore. It's got healthy new leaves. The ficus family has some other members. These come from the Ficus elastica part of the family. They're rubber trees. Now, you don't actually get rubber from them, but they do have a substance that they emit, that they give off. For instance, if I pulled off the leaf, there would be this milky substance. It is something like a latex, and it can be a slight irritant to some people. The rubber trees are actually a native of Southeast Asia, and they also grow in more tropical areas. They do not want to be sitting in too much water. They don't like to be too wet. As with any plant, too wet, too dry, you know. They also do not want to be in direct sunlight, although they like bright sun. So you would put them in, again, an east or west window, not your north, not your south. You can water this every few days, depending on how big your pots are and how warm your house is. This is a fairly low maintenance plant. You just bring it into your house and enjoy it. This is another member of the ficus family, the Ficus benjamina. This particular ficus tree can get up to 10 feet tall. It is not happy when you move it. I will tell you that. So we have actually moved trees like this in the greenhouse yet, from one place to another, and they drop their leaves. Don't be upset if that happens. It will just grow new leaves. It's almost magical. It just does it. This is a very beautiful tree in your house if you like a tree that actually kind of looks like a tree, a houseplant that looks like a tree. So the Ficus benjamina. There's another kind of ficus tree that I have at my house. It's the fig tree. I have a brown turkey fig at my house. And the only reason I know about this ficus thing is that when I brought my brown turkey fig home, it dropped all its leaves. And so I went to the boss here at work and I said, what happened? And he says, oh, it's a ficus. Oh yeah, that's right. Ficus lose their leaves. Well, it grew back all its leaves and I am now picking figs off my fig tree. It's fantastic. Just wanted to throw that one in. Again, if you have questions about anything, just leave your comments below. I hope that you've learned something from this video. This is Jane with Green Side Up, wishing you a very good day.